Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of my Forever World. Today I'm hopping right into it with, as promised, a tour of the Mob Museum. Well, of the inside. You guys did the outside already. Heading inside the left set of doors here, we'll just keep the trend and keep going left. We'll start with our cats. I have one of all of the 11 types of cats. They've got their sign with which type they are, sitting around in my awesome little living room bedroom setup for them. Next is considered my villager area, so of course have to start it out with the iron golem and his bell. And then I have one of every villager from all of the biomes. So snowy taiga up first. Regular taiga, there he is, hiding out in the back there. Plains is jumping, just having a party. Swamp, just bubble bathing apparently. Jungle, who looks like a cheeseburger and it cracks me up. Savannah. And desert. Why did you both hide in the corner when I tried to say hi? Hi! And then of course, our zombie villagers, both a baby and an adult. And then if we go, I'll just go across into here. We have our foxes. Oh, they are. Yeah, so I did a little den viewing area for them. So sometimes they're in here. And then this is the bees. I tried to make this look like honeycomb. That's so much harder than I anticipated, very difficult. But yeah, so bees. This is for the screaming goat. I had one, found one, and put it in a boat, and then I lost where I put the coordinates, so I have to get another one. I have no idea where that guy is. And then this is the view of the foxes from this side. Oh, he's in a tree. And then down here is a breeze. I kind of just made it look like a trial chamber. And it's really funny. I don't know if you've ever gotten up close to these guys, but they look like, oh, come on, you're not going to phase us now. They look like grumpy old men. It's really funny, actually. You kind of got a view of it there. And then this one's the LA. I just made it, mystical and magical. It felt appropriate for them. And then out in the middle here are actually some of my rarest mobs. So naturally the blue axolotl, Kung Fu Penguin Joel, my husband actually did the grind for this and finally got the blue ones. This pink sheep, I was bringing mobs to the museum and it literally spawned in front of me in the forest. I watched it spawn, which is a really rare spawn. So we brought her in. And then the brown panda. And this one, I was breeding two pandas so that I could take the baby away and then start breeding to try to get the brown one. And I got it the first try. Those two had a brown panda. I couldn't believe it. I was very excited. So it was super cool. And then we'll head up this way. And I'll actually go start at this end, I think. So this is the jungle room, a little bit overgrown. So pandas, what are you doing up there, sir? And then the ocelot is here. And then the parrots, there's a parrot of every color. They're just kind of tucked around, hidden. Oh, he's really hidden now that this vine grew. But there is every color somewhere. You just have to find them. And then if you come through the little makeshift, what are you doing? Jungle temple, we'll go into the desert area. And so this is where the camels are. And then I went ahead and made, that's where the husk rider will go, is up top there. And I actually might, I'm considering bringing that down one more. It feels like that's not quite big enough, but there's an area for it. And then in here are the turtles. And coming down, we've got some bunny rabbits hey, come say hi. Bunny rabbits. And then, of course, the husks. And then if we head to the other side, indicated by this, we are heading into the end. So we have a shulker. Is he gonna open up? There he is. And then an enderman and a boat who also despawns. So putting him in a boat is actually what is keeping him from despawning. We've got the glow squid. That sound you hear is actually the guardians above, which is crazy. It feels like a sound that just got changed. This is a baby drowned trident wielder, which I think is a pretty rare spawn, which is why he got his own little area. And then on this side, you've already seen tropical fish. And then it's supposed to have drowned, and I'm quite worried that they're gonna fight the oh no, they're still in there. I think they're stuck. They're right here in that coral, and I think they might be stuck in there. So there's supposed to be a pufferfish in here as well, and the Minecraft wiki did say that these guys will attack those because it's their like food source, but that they wouldn't go after the drowned unless the drowned hurt them. So there is actually a drowned and a baby drowned in there in the corner. These are just regular squid bobbing around. And then the axolotl tank. So all of the other colors, I think there's 2 of all of them. And then going around, this was a naturally spawned full diamond armor skeleton, which I couldn't believe when he spawned, and I took a lot of arrows getting him in here. So he's hanging out there. And I also realized I didn't mention, so I do want to eventually write in all of these books, so there'll be a little painting and like something that talks about it. So before I started the item part, I was collecting like the more rare items. So this was like the adventure wall, and that was like the battle wall, basically. So like rare items are up here. I am putting them in both places though, so it'll be on in here and then in the actual item part of the museum as well. So I'll show you the fighting version. So basically anything you get from being, you know, in a fight or in a predicament. Heading downstairs, this is like where, you know, the spookier versions of things are. So right behind the stairs is actually the charged creepers, and I decided why not make things just extra spoopy by adding these guys in the corners as well. But I've actually already shown, you've gone in here once. This is the bats, and so you can see one there, and oh, there's the other one right there. These are the spiders. There's one there. There should be a second visible, there he is, spider, and then you can see the eyes. That one spawned with invisibility, so he will stay that way forever. So I threw him in there too because it seemed cool. These are my endermites. My friend Stout actually built this. He did have a cool like water fountain coming out, but they kept climbing it and taking damage and dying, so I ended up pulling that piece out just to give them, you know, a safer enclosure. These are my phantoms. I tried to make this look like a cityscape that they were flying around. It's okay. It didn't really land, but I think it's still, you know, something different. Silverfish, which I couldn't do any type of stone because they would go into the block, so it had to be all mud and basalt is how I worked around that. And then the cave spiders. This one was actually done by my husband, Kung Fu Penguin. And then you've seen this, which is where my skeleton rider will be. There's my chicken jockey. A skeleton. I did him in like a tomb of some sort. And then a creeper. This is by my friend Toph. These zombies. These are... Where'd the baby go? There is a baby in here somewhere too. And my friend Stout did both of them. They get stuck in the cobwebs a lot, and so they don't really come out. And then my witch. Yeah, I gave her a little witch hut. She walks around. There's the baby. I knew he was in there. Coming back out here, I'll actually just hop into the middle. So this is how I did the path to the nether. There is a nether portion of the mob museum, specifically for mobs that, you know, either come to the overworld and turn into zombies, or I just didn't want like a ghast in here. So I just lined it with the 4 horsemen, the skeleton horses, which was pretty fun. And then this I haven't actually done yet, but that goes into the item part of the museum as well. So this was like a newer broken through, seeing if I could connect them up. And then this is the nether, like the overworld nether portion. So if they could survive the overworld, they came. But there is a wither skeleton and a blaze. And then down below is a strider who could take one step over and would be happy, but he would rather just shiver. So we're gonna let it happen. And then here are our zombie pigmen. And then below are the like zoglins, so the zombie versions. And it did happen again. So I think I'm learning that magma try to attack the zoglins, and they must, when they're big enough, get up on this ledge and they attack them, and then they get turned small. I just dropped this all down another block hoping that it would stop that from happening, but it still has not. I'm thinking I'm going to have to actually, but they jump. It's going to be really hard to get a larger than this size one in their enclosure, unfortunately, which is sad. But if you have any ideas on how to keep them bigger, that doesn't involve moving their enclosure away, let me know. And then these guys out here are actually from 2024. At Halloween, they spawn mobs with pumpkins on their heads. And so I went, like, these are the ones from the nether, so wither skeleton, and then the zombie pigmen, and then on this side, I didn't try to get everyone, just anyone that I did see I would grab, and this was actually the only guy that I got that had a lit up head, which is a little bit more rare. But yeah, they're all here. And then I have one final mob here in the museum. That is down here. A spawn set because, you know, it's a spoopy. But it's the creaking. And there are actually 2 of them in here. Oh my gosh. There are 2 of them. Ooh. They are terrifying. Which is why... Oh, did they just... Okay, I don't hear them. Yeah, it must have just turned to day. Whew, I heard him, like, crackle away. But yeah, so I did, like, a room. I just did the black concrete, and then I made it kind of look like a pale forest in here. I just thought it would be fun to have, like, a little immersive one. And I set the spawn out there so that in case you did die. And then, of course, there's this, you know, run to safety hidey hole to get away from them when you leave, because you wouldn't be able to turn your back on them. And then if we hop back down here, the last place I will show you, my portal's a little busted in the back because I've still been bringing mobs through, is, oh, hello, gentlemen. Oh, okay, well, that one just went into my eyesight. Here is where I will put the chicken jockey, and I do actually have him. He's in a dirt box right there. And then, oh, these guys are gonna get big mad at me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Strider jockey, I have one of those tied up as well. Hoglin, I had in this hallway, and then I'm not sure what happened. They died. And so I don't know if pigmen spawned, came in and fought them. So I don't know how I'm going to keep that from happening in their enclosure, but I guess we'll find out. These guys, I don't know if you knew this, but if you put a hoglin and a baby piglin in the same area together, they don't fight, and the baby piglin will eventually jump on and ride it. So I made a little corral, and I'm hoping that I can make that happen here because that is so funny to me. This will be for the piglin brutes. This is the only enclosure that I've actually like fully done, so I need to do the glass, obviously. Or maybe I'll just do like a railing of some sort, but I tried to make it look like their bastion. And then this is for just regular piglins. In here, I'm sure you can hear him, aghast, and I do have glass in his eyes, so he's not mad, and you can, you know, walk through his leggies. But I do have him protected because that was a very difficult thing, getting him caught and put in here. And so I don't want to let him open until I have finished everything, because unfortunately areas like this can still spawn aghast because of the space. So I have to figure out how to do all of this and make it spawn proof, which I think the real answer is half slabs. So if I half slab it, they can't spawn. So I'm gonna have to go back through and kind of rethink how all of these are built as well. Yeah, so that's it. That's the mob portion of the museum. Oh, I don't know if you noticed the ceiling above me. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Hermitcraft or if you like Hermitcraft, but Impulse SV's season 10 base, his community came up with this as a design in the floor. Just the like cross part in the middle, and then I made the little outer wings, but I thought it was so cool that I had to put it somewhere. So it became a ceiling piece in my museum. So next time, I guess we will look at the item portion, which is the other part of the museum, and part of the reason why I don't think it will ever actually be finished, because I keep trying to collect all the items, and if the museum is not done when a new mob comes in, I am adding the mobs until the museum and item portion are completely 100% done to whatever update I'm at, so that I can say, you know, items and mobs to update, you know, whatever update we're in at that point. So it has been a very long time coming. It has been many things added constantly, and just the biggest ever growing project that I love. I realize that I have kind of dropped the ball on asking you guys what you think I should put in my storage rooms. I just kind of pick something every episode that would be useful, and I've been throwing it in there. So I'm gonna do that same thing today. And I decided to choose a block that I just build a lot with, which is tough. You can actually see behind me. I use it pretty often. And so I'm going to go tough mining. But for the next episode, I want you guys to pick something. Choose something that you want to see me gather. But like, you know, be kind to me. Let's not do something that's like crazy, okay? Let's go. now that we've got enough tuff to take back, I thought I should show you this entrance down to my base. I put this in a while ago because it's kind of just a direct connect straight into my storage room. So if ever I need to drop off stuff, that path is just a little bit quicker. But if we head down to put away our tuff, you guys will be so proud of me. I have not one, not two, but three. Three entirely full things of tuff. That was way more than I expected. I just kept finding like bigger and bigger veins, and I figured I should grab it while I was there. So now that that's done, wow, I'm thinking we go ahead and put that packed mud that we made last episode to use. So my thoughts here were, I just wanted the path heading into the city to feel a little more polished. So I'm taking it all the way out to like the main path where you come in from spawn. I was thinking that I might actually take this mud path all the way to spawn, or at least outside the like confines of my area here. But for now, I decided to just let it meet up with the path here. And then as the city expands, we will expand the path. I wanted you to see here just exactly how I kind of make the decisions for these types of paths. I've recently started building in like splotches, as you can see, rather than just like scattering texture everywhere. I think it just makes for a lot prettier of a build. I'm going to be honest, I got it like just a little bit carried away. I did the path, which you just saw up to here, and then I went ahead and took it to connect with the main path. And then I decided while I was here, and since this was kind of like a sort of crossroads, I went ahead and connected the path. I did a very simple little bridge across. But I connected the path all the way up to the path for our theater and market. So now all of this is interconnected. It's basically a circle. I can come through the market, and then if I want, I have another little bridge down on this side that will basically go through the barn and out, so you can see it right there. Or I can follow the path up this way. There you go, down into there, or I can follow up here and go into the main city. So now these parts of all of my paths are all interconnected. I would like to show you this mod, Xaeros. I think I'll definitely link it, but it's a mini map. I downloaded this. I wanted something so that I could see where our paths were going. And so this is where we just did, and this is the path coming in from spawn, and then this is where we like connected over the water here. I have flown around just a little bit. I'll zoom out as far as I can go. But I haven't gone super far. So this is all of the exploration that I've done currently after getting this little mini map. I tried to, like, when I'm just bored, I just fly around and like finish parts of the map. So just like the edges. And then some of this was looking for other biomes, but I've discovered pale gardens and stuff before, and that's not on here at all. I've discovered a lot of things. But I did go out, like this is my guardian farm. I'm not sure what's out here or what I was looking for while out here. But I've just been kind of flying around a little bit, trying to fill it all in. And I think it'll be really helpful for knowing like where our paths should go, where our rivers should lead and stuff like that. I also did, you can kind of see it, I went and did a really light pat down of the path that would lead all the way over here to my flower farms, which is an area that you guys have not seen yet. But this little map has been really helpful just for kind of visualizing the paths that I want to make. Okay, so if you notice my level, I died, but I was able to find these two and name tag them now. Okay, so I was not prepared for this, but I'm gonna try to get these guys, oh no, into the museum with me. Oh, I'm gonna die. I am doomed. Oh, okay. And I just removed my bed. Yeah, so, oh no. Luckily they're named, so they won't despawn, but now I have to make it back. Oh, I don't know why I destroyed the bed. I was quickly trying to record for you guys because I was sad that I missed the first death. Oh, this is a mess. Luckily, I have an ender chest over here. Or yeah, okay. So I can fly over there real quick. Hopefully those zombies despawn. I was just really trying to keep them from fighting the skeleton. I didn't want them to like battle and then kill the skeleton before I could even try to get it into the museum. But we will see how well our new skeleton rider entrapment area goes. I guess I'm just gonna try to scoop up my stuff. Okay, he's still there. Get some stuff. Oh no, the zombie. Oh, was that? Hold on. Are they fighting? Can I get it? They are. No. Okay, I don't have a weapon. Oh, he got him. Oh, no, I'm gonna die again. No. There's my bed. Okay, I don't know what to do. Okay, I am going to heal. Oh, and the sun's coming up. We'll put this on, and I can grab golden apples, and I will just eat them and hope that he follows me in here. Hello. Oh, yep. Okay, my helmet is missing. Okay, where'd he? Oh no. Oh, I don't want him to climb stuff because then he falls and takes damage. So I'll just get dirt ready just in case. Come on. And yep, he's gonna climb. Okay. Oh, he's really going up. Oh, he still got hurt. Okay, well, we'll just... Come on. You can do it. Just gonna munch on my crunchy apples. Come on. Oh, I'm so excited. I think we might actually get him. Okay, all right, here we go. Come on. You're gonna, oh, he hit me. Come in here. Oh, don't go on top. He's gonna go on top. No. Oh, no. He suffocated the skeleton. I needed a minute after that last clip. So I went to the LA farm. I healed all of my stuff. So now everything's all the way back up mended. And I just took a minute because that was, I think, the 5th spider jockey that I've gotten down into the museum. But there have been at least 5 or 6 others that I didn't even make it that far with. So he has just been such a frustrating mob to try to get into this museum. I think that this is a perfect spot to end this episode. So thank you guys so much for hanging out again, for watching this entire video. We got to tour the museum and we got some pathing done, and in the next episode we'll get to explore one of the actual builds in the city, which is super exciting. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Goodbye!